Hello students, I am Mrs. Rekha Anand and I have brought another video of map marking on the map of India. Today we are going to learn to mark the different plains. So let's get started. Before we start marking the plains, let me show you the division first. On the western side we have 3 coastal plains to mark. If you see this part carefully, this particular line, this is the western coastal plain. The first coastal plain that will mark is the Malabar Coast. We'll go from south and then we'll go upwards. You see this river Kaveri. This is river Kaveri. Now on the tip of river Kaveri, that will be your identification or demarcation line. Just draw one line here. Okay? To the tip of Kaveri. Now, another one line, you can see this intersection point of river Krishna and river Tungabhadra. So from this intersection point, you will come directly to this particular coast. It should be aligned with this intersection point. Draw one line here. Now what we'll do? We'll join them. Okay, how? First, bring it till the tip down there. Then this and this you join. And then from this particular river, okay, make a thin line and join this. See to it that you don't come outside the river. You can touch the mouth of the river, but you cannot cut the river. Now let's give a different shading to understand all 3 plains. So for example, the Malabar plain, I will give a darker shade. I am doing it with pencil, children. You can use colors. You can use green color to show this. I am showing it purposely with pencil because some students sometimes they forget the colors. So they are worried that how do we do without colors. Pencil shadings are the best also sometimes. So this is your Malabar Coast. Let's label it. This is Malabar Coast. After Malabar Coast, we move upwards. Okay. Now here, the second coastal plain is Kanara. So what I'll be doing is, I'll just give a different shade again here. I'll draw these lines. And we'll label this as Kanara Coast. The third plain on the west is the Konkan coastal plain. So now Konkan coastal plain, I'll again do the solid shading because Kanara coast we have already done the lines, so it should not be confusing. So do a solid shade here to differentiate. So this is your solid shading, and here you will label it as the Konkan coast. These are all the Konkan, these are all the coastal plains, children. All are coastal plains. So Malabar coastal plain, Kanara coastal plain and Konkan coastal plain. Now let's move on to the eastern coastal side. The eastern coastal, you have 2 coastal plains. Okay, now from this river, this is river Krishna. From Krishna river, you will come down and flank it at the Malabar coast. Flank it means you will touch it. And from here, from Krishna river, you will again go on top. Look at this. You are going on top like this. Till Kolkata you can go. Till here. Okay, till here you can just shade. Now what we'll do? Below Krishna, you can give the shade. Below Krishna you can give such shades, solid shades that I call it as. And above Krishna you will give a different shading. Okay, this is how it will look. Now the plain here, this one is the Coromandal coastal plain, and the second one on top is the Northern Circars. Northern Circars. So these are your 5 plains that you need to learn. There's Indo Gangetic Plains also, which I'll be telling you in a while. Now let us mark the Indo Gangetic Plains. Look at it carefully, children. You can see this intersection point of River Satluj and the boundary of your India, this point. From here, you just draw a line like this, meeting this end point. That's it. And then you can see this indent, this upward showing part, a little cap-like structure. At this point, beside it, at this point, draw another line which cuts this river Chambal, then Betwa, then it cuts Son, and then it comes to river Hooghly and then covers Kolkata, meets Northern Circars here. This part. This entire region you can shade it with green color also. Now see the shading that carefully. It has to be below the boundaries of Nepal. Okay, and you don't have to enter Bangladesh. Look at the part where I am shading. So we can just shade outside this boundary line. So this is how you are going to shade. The entire Indo Gangetic Plains can be shaded in this particular manner. But see to that you do not enter this part. This is Bangladesh. And label it as Indo Gangetic Plains. So these are your plains that you need to practice, children. Keep practicing. Happy learning, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.